Hi, how are ya? Thank you for noticing I have the same exact disgusting nail polish as last week. So it is a busy week for me, so I'm just gonna skip the intro and get right into it. So this is nutrition news of the week of November 29th, 2019. I have been finding a lot of my articles on websites like NutritionNews and similar, but I noticed that I'm not really finding the stuff that I wanna find, so I'm trying to look for more like foodie websites and blogs and news outlets that just have to do with food and consumer product goods, I guess. I just got into this Slack group for consumer product goods, so I'm excited to kind of start using that as a source as well. First of all, I just have to make a PSA. There was another E. coli outbreak with romaine lettuce in Salinas, California. I'm just basically never gonna buy romaine lettuce ever again. Next. So this article is from Supermarket News. Kroger to offer in-store living produce farms. So, I mean, it looks like just a little vertical indoor farm growing, I don't know, I see like chives, herbs, mint, basil, that type of stuff. Apparently the company has over 500 farms and stores. It has partnered with more than 25 major retailers in 7 countries. So if you have one of these in your grocery store, in your country, let me know. Is it lovely? Is it overpriced? Because they don't really tell much, about that. I just would love to hear the consumer perspective. Next, there is a university, it is in Wisconsin. It is called the University of Wisconsin-Madison. You've probably heard of it. Sorry, I think there's some kind of construction or something happening outside. Maybe it's the trash man. Wearable technologies and digital platforms have rapidly changed the way we think about monitoring our health and has transformed the hunt for biomarkers and the way we perform clinical research. But upgrades to the Humble Loo could provide the biggest revolution of all. I mean, I get it. Yeah, I guess the levels of different things in your urine would provide good data to figure out, what drugs you've been taking, how well you've been sleeping, how much you've been exercising, how stressed you are, right? But also kind of creepy. Like, how do you feel about that? If you had a smart toilet that every time you pee, it would it would connect to your phone and pop up on your phone and be like, ding, ding, ding. Personally, I don't have an Apple Watch. The only thing that I track is my, the only thing that I keep track of with myself and my body is my menstrual cycle. I did see on Instagram, I'm getting a lot of ads for this one app that really wants my business. They want me to use their app to track my menstrual cycle, and I don't need it. It costs money, and you don't need to spend any money to track your menstrual cycle. Just read the book. It's called Taking Charge of Your Fertility. Definitely a good read. Anyways, so what sparked this week's news about CBD is this article from Delish. God, this freaking truck outside. Okay, Edible Arrangements is now making chocolate-covered fruit infused with CBD. Aha! So this is quite an interesting move for Edible Arrangements. There are a lot of big companies, I guess, that are now offering CBD topicals, but a big company like this doing a edible CBD. I just listened to this amazing interview that I found on YouTube. It is a gem. I mean, I think this channel is just a gem. Needs more subscribers, so I'm gonna give it a shout out here. It's called Let's Be Blunt. This episode was Montel Williams interviewing Dr. Oz about CBD. And I don't know, it's like 20 minutes long and they just talk and it's like a podcast. And if you wanna know what's going on, go ahead and listen to that. It was great. I have two theories about CBD, okay? One is that CBD will have a 15 seconds of fame kind of moment. Then we will move on to CBN. That's just the next cannabinoid in line, I think. But then we will discover this. Now, this is my second theory. We will discover that there are other plants that have the ability to activate the endocannabinoid system, the ECS, okay? The ECS, it's all over our body. The endocannabinoid system is a large part of our body, like the nervous system almost. The receptors are all over, and there's a lot of research, you know, coming out more and more. We're learning about this system. And you see, I think about drugs, right? Like how shrooms work or LSD. Drugs like that work in a very specific mechanism. They usually, I think they inhibit the reuptake of serotonin, so they just boost the amount of serotonin in your brain and other chemicals into crazy amounts that make you hallucinate. And it's a very specified way of functioning and how the drug produces its effects. But cannabis, marijuana, hemp, you know, they activate these receptors that are all over your body, and your body actually produces compounds internally that activate these receptors, and it just seems too natural and normal for there only to be one plant that activates it. It to me doesn't. So my theory is that we're gonna discover other botanicals that activate the endocannabinoid system, and so that's how we're gonna get around the whole legality issue and all of this stuff that's very confusing and extremely controversial. How can there only be one plant in the universe that has compounds that do this? I don't believe it. I don't believe that cannabis is that special. Anyways, I'm about to sign off for Thanksgiving. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. If you don't really care about holidays like me, you should follow me on Instagram because I'll usually post recipes and stuff. But honestly, the only reason why I like holidays is because we get work off or school and just time to rest and spend time with your family. I hope you stay healthy, take your vitamin D supplements if you can't get any sunlight. Get your daily dose of vitamin D, and I'll see you next time.